Let's Go 360 here. I got quite the treat for everybody. I'm looking right here. This is a Ferrari Lusso. There's a person inside the car that will explain it more, but this is a Lusso T. It's got the V8, and he'll explain it. I'm just going to take a little walk around here. As you know, Ferrari's done a lot more with the mid-engine, but this is one of the cars that they allow to keep, they keep the front engine. As I said, this is with the V8. All right, we're going to hop on inside, and the guy will explain a little bit more about it. Hope you guys enjoy the ride.
Oh yeah, I'll bring that to you.
Oh.
Yeah,
well, I'll be. That is sick.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright. First time in a Lusso?
Yeah. Second time in a Ferrari. First one was the SF90, so this is...
Oh yeah, that's a good first Ferrari to be in.
Yeah. Back here.
Alright, yeah, and then we've got the passenger display on this one, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's and I also have control over here, or
that actually opens the glove box. Oh. This is touchscreen, so you do have control of it. So you can hit the back button, and there's different screens you can go into.
Gotcha.
So that performance one is probably the coolest.
So
yeah.
Except for if you have a wife or a girlfriend, you probably don't want them seeing how fast you're going. To be like, honey, slow down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know that's what my friend that had the SF9, that's what he was saying. He's like, that one, and also when it was showing miles per gallon, when the wife's like, oh, really, this gets that poor?
Oh, yeah.
Fuel economy? He's like, yeah, I want to keep that off.
It comes standard in that car. This one is optional, at least. I did have a guy trade a car in just because of that. Yeah.
So as far as with this being, as you said, this is the Lusso T. Is this a twin turbo V8?
Twin turbo V8, 3.9 liter. Yeah, 602 horsepower.
Oh wow. So what's the V12 then? Is that naturally aspirated?
Naturally aspirated V12. That one has 680 horsepower, so a little bit more. Really all-wheel drive, so different driving experience. This one for Florida is probably the better choice because it's rear wheel. You're not going up and down hills all day. You don't really need the all-wheel drive for snow or anything. Up north, the V12 is probably the more popular choice.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I mean the twin turbo V8s, horsepower-wise, is actually very similar, close to the V12.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'd imagine your fuel economy is better in this.
A little bit. Yeah, those V12s really guzzle some gas, but it's worth it.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what Ferrari was famous for.
We tell people it's smiles per gallon, so not miles per gallon. But
and with this V8, is it the same one that like the Tributo has?
Exactly.
Okay,
3.9 liter. It's actually the same one that all the more modern V8s have, SF90 included.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Even the Pista uses this one. And
I'm just gonna move you back here. As you can see with the Lusso, more the family car, which is awesome.
Yeah, you can fit 4 adults in here.
Love the exhaust sound still, even though the motor's in front of you. You see the great sound behind you.
Yeah.
Your steering wheel, are they all kind of looking that way nowadays with all the functions?
Yeah, the idea is everything's right within reach while you have your hands on the wheel. Turn signals right here, so you don't have to reach for a stalk and accidentally downshift or something. This is the newest steering wheel, other than the SF90 and Roma have a different one that has more haptic touch.
comfortable too.
Yeah.
I like, because I know with a lot of the other ones, the sports seats, just this I could imagine actually just driving, you know, far distances in and being comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's made for. This is the perfect daily driver for a supercar.
Yeah, I'll be honest, when it first came out, I was like, oh man, like a hatchback Ferrari.
Yeah.
But of course, as I always say, like, it's always different until you actually get inside of one.
Yeah.
You can't really just make an opinion off of looks or anything. You gotta.
I'm 6'5" and I can comfortably fit in the back, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Because no other car, I mean, I don't even think that a Charger could say that.
So that's where the V8 is a little bit more fun. You know, the V12, you don't get to play around with it. It has too much grip in some sense, but yeah.
So is this front-wheel drive?
Rear wheel.
Rear-wheel?
Yeah. All Ferraris are rear wheel drive except for the V12 Lusso and now the SF90. But everything else, rear wheel drive. Even the new 296 hybrid is rear wheel drives.
It's not something about Ferrari messing around with the idea of a SUV.
Yeah. Yeah. We've seen some spy shots of it, but unfortunately they don't tell us anything that
Yeah, I
the
think I've
public doesn't
seen.
know. So.
Yeah, I think I've seen those shots too, where it's like fully wrapped except for the driver and the passenger windows, and the only thing you can see.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of expect them to announce that in the next few months, but we'll see. You never know with Ferrari.
Oh yeah, it's just 'cause, you know, the Lamborghini Urus, the Aston Martin DBX,
Yes.
Alfa Romeo's had. So
Yeah.
a lot of these kind of cars are trying to go more of the SUV kind of family, I guess, oriented.
Exactly. Yeah, SUVs are
That's not
popular
for
right
us,
now.
by the way.
I hope not. Is it though?
It's the ambulance. It's also really quiet in here, also, which is nice. You
It
hear
is,
it when
yeah.
you need to get on it, which is, you know,
Yeah, it's a great car.
so it's a 7-speed. Is that what you're saying?
7-speed dual clutch.
Nice. There's a. I think there was an Acura NSX. I think that was like a 9-speed, which is pretty crazy.
Oh, really? The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been in one of those. That's interesting.
Yeah, I got it on my video, and I was thinking, man, if cars are still manual, I couldn't imagine trying to shift through 9 speeds.
No. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. I think the GT500 Mustang is similar to that, and that's probably why they didn't make it in the manual. You'd just be the whole time just on the clutch, you know? But,
Yeah, it'd be fun on a straightaway if you got the time to go through them all, but just everyday driving, just, yeah. And plus, you could never shift fast enough with the way the technology is nowadays.
no. No, these are lightning quick, and in the newest Ferraris, it's an 8-speed gearbox, and yeah, there's no way they can make a manual anymore.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course, no
So
problem.
as far as with this, does it also have like track mode?
Yeah,
So
so
hard, like the suspension stiffens up.
yeah, we were in sport. That's why it
Okay.
let it kick the rear end out a little bit. But you can drive in snow mode, which you'll never use here. Wet, if the roads are wetter.
Which we do get a lot of rain here.
Comfort, which would be more daily driving, and then sport is the more fun driving mode, and then ESC off is like traction control off and
Okay.
all that. That's kind of like track only race mode, I guess you could call it. But the sport is a good balance between comfort and the traction control off, and lets you play around with it a little bit.
When you go into sport, does it kind of stiffen up the suspension?
Correct,
Changes some of the
Yeah,
dampers on the exhaust? or-
Exactly. Well, it doesn't change the exhaust at all. The valves open up a little bit sooner. The gearbox is a little bit more aggressive, and
Okay.
just overall more aggressive driving.
Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, I got it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool car. You can bring 4 people in a Ferrari. It's pretty neat.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.